Yes, I am back from Colorado, but the trip is not yet over. There's much more that happened, and I have a lot to tell you in this next episode. Stay tuned. So here's what happened. I hit up my assistant, I said, you know, we need to find a place to film. Let's look at some different studios in the area, and we found this place called Colorado Sound. This studio is actually really amazing, and it was only 3 miles away from where we were, which is crazy because like just coincidence, right? But we went there and booked a whole day there and did a whole ton of filming. You guys got to check out this recording studio. It's incredible. It has a great mic selection, 2 live rooms, 1 control room, and a B room, a smaller room where you can do stuff. And these rooms sounded really, really good. They had a big live room for like, you know, big kind of productions that can support all kinds of different configurations. And you know, maybe you're doing a jazz thing, you want some tight drum sounds, you can put that into the drum box they have over there, which they also use as a vocal booth of sorts. Then you could, or if you're doing like metal, you could move your drums over into this other room. They have a secondary live room, which sounded really good too. The thing that's really cool is, you know, they've got a 2-inch tape machine there. They've got a lot of outboard gear, all kinds of microphones, everything you can imagine. And it's located in Westminster, Colorado, which is a small little town, and it's actually pretty nice to just kind of jump in there and be able to do that. The staff was incredibly nice. Shout out to my guy, Don.
Thanks for everything today.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully everything worked out for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't need to use any of this stuff, but I'll take pictures with it.
They were able to get us in on a whim, short notice, 24 hours, pretty incredible and quite often unheard of, so thank you guys. So Steve and I spent the majority of the day in this studio kind of exploring it, filming different videos, making all kinds of different content. And one of my favorite things to do, you know, is to make this stuff. So I had a lot of fun doing that, and we got a lot done.
Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm in Colorado Sound Studios in Westminster, Colorado, and it's pretty cool. They got a lot of really neat gear here. Nice cozy vibe. Really digging this place. Looks like back here we got some Eventides, some TC Electronic stuff, nice computer cart here, analog/digital board, got the controls, patch bay, and of course lovely rack gear, Ventec, mainly box. Some 76s and distressors. I think my favorite thing so far is the tape machine behind the door. It's pretty cool. There's a nice sort of live room, which is actually very lively in here, where they record some drums sometimes, and pretty epic mic blocker over here. And over here we've got the really big live room. There's lots of room in here for all kinds of stuff. You can set your own configurations with these walls here. Pretty sick vocal booth too. Or you can use it as an ISO booth. Obviously you could put some jazz drums in here or something if you wanted to. Got Steve, he doesn't come with the studio, but he is here today. And pretty awesome piano over here. Oh, I'm sorry, I got his name right. This is Spencer actually from FIREby40. He's hanging out today. And when you nail the take, you grab one of these guys and try to make it into that hoop right there.
You guys have been kicking ass over there at Flatline Audio with Dave Otero. We put together a ton of great stuff for the Nail the Mix users, the URM enhanced users, showing you the ropes of how he does things, his techniques, his ideas, all of those details obviously are over at nailthemix.com or nailthemix.com/upgrade. Check that stuff out. That's it. Day 4, this was a pretty disappointing day in terms of the vlog. I had to pretty much turn the camera off. We had a lot of stuff to do. And one thing I'll let you guys know about myself is I'm very ambitious. I've been running 8 companies for a few years now. When you're running that many companies, there's a lot of people that you're held accountable for. You have to, you know, make sure you're on the same page as them, catch up with them, make sure you're staying on top of all of your opportunities, your responsibilities, and there's just a lot constantly going on. So that's kind of where I disappeared to on that day, was just trying to catch up with everything and make sure I'm linking up with everyone that I need to. Day 5, all right. Well, this started out interesting. We got up in the morning.
We're going places, guys, it's awesome.
We jumped into this SUV to go on this wild 8-hour tour.
How are you guys with heights at like 11,000 and above?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we'll give it a whirl.
Right off the bat, I was like, oh my God, this dude is crazy. He literally did not stop talking from the moment we met him till the end of the trip. The dude talked the entire time without a second of silence.
So we're looking down this ridge and it starts looking like a dinosaur hogback ridge, you know, like a hogback that big, just stair stepping, all coolness.
I love this guy. He's kind of insane. His name is Guy, which is also really, really hilarious.
Pleasure. I didn't even shake hands with everybody.
I'm the one that found the tour.
Steve. What's your name?
Steve.
Keith?
Steve.
Steve. See, here he's screwed up.
Joey.
Joey. Steve, Joey, and Kristen.
Yeah.
All right.
And your name?
My name's Guy. I got the easiest name in Denver to remember, the guy without the tie. Bring a case of beer. We're going to watch Monday Night Football out by the Rock because I got one in my backyard over there.
And he knew everything possible about Colorado and about the Rocky Mountains and about the area that we were in. It was kind of nuts. I don't understand how someone could even have that much knowledge of a place, but he did, and he definitely told us about it.
These clouds are going to do some really cool tricks. Underneath this mountain here, there's a tunnel. You know, they say 90% of the people only see 10% of the beauty. How's that? Because they stay to the road. They don't get off on foot, helicopter, or horseback, right? Isn't that wild? Wow. Look at this nightmare. Look at this. Frickin' just a wall of water came tumbling down. So this was all one big property, belonged to the castle, and all of these are his direct descendants. So you can't touch and destroy anything 1927 and before. And notice the drains, though, are non-treated. So we have, look at all the lightning rods on there, man, everywhere. Imagine how much that copper that's in that rough. That's a trip.
It kind of overwhelmed me, like it was just way too much information, but I have to say the tour was very incredible. So to start the tour off, we actually went to the Red Rocks Amphitheater. This is one of the most famous venues for concerts ever.
So what is Red Rocks? It literally is Aztec limestone and sandstone with hematite and iron ore, a huge conductor of electricity, so not a good venue to be when they're taking strikes within a 5-mile radius. They have 4.5 million visitors to this place a year. That includes yoga people, martial arts, 2.8 million for concerts alone. They're going for 3 million this year. This 858 acres of land was donated for a mere $55,000 to pay the taxes. In 1928, Mayor Spear picked up on this. What a heck of a deal it was. This guy in 1906, Johnny Walker, he was an entrepreneur. The amphitheater is literally over there. You can see the backstage, and it holds about 9,700 people. Now think how many people, if it's just average 1 million of people a year since 1941. What's the math on that? About 80 million people have been here to concerts alone.
It's really cool to go there because they have such an enriched history. There's just all of these amazing artists that have played, and fun fact, at least our tour guide told us that the only way you can play there is you get invited. So even if you wanted to book it, let's say you could fill it, you're a big band, you could fill it easily, you could book it, they won't let you. You have to actually be invited to come play. And so anyone that's ever played there is, you know, doing things right. So if you've ever heard of anyone or seen anyone playing at the Red Rocks, that's something that's a pretty big accomplishment. The Red Rocks was so incredible. It was just so drenched in music history, and there was a lot of amazing stuff to check out there. There was some Tool memorabilia there. I recognized, you know, all the different bands that I'm a big fan of that have played. And there's actually some gold records on the wall and some other things that you can see there in the sort of museum area of the Red Rocks. But you got to go check it out for yourself, because it's just beautiful to see and quite a very unique type of venue for concerts.
So you'll see driveways that disappear. We're going to see some unique, weird stuff up here. Look at the leg with the one panty.
Well, we went from like a 5,000 foot elevation to 11,000 feet elevation just by driving up these crazy hills, which is why they call Denver the Mile High City in Colorado, because it's a mile high from the sea level.
Here's an evergreen city park, open space right here. But this right here is like a 100-year-old juniper, even these little ones. That's a 70-year-old juniper. So when we start looking at, and these aspens are like 15 to 25, we're not even at 10,000 feet.
Then we headed on up to Lookout Mountain, and this is very high up in elevation, so it was cold, it was snowing, there was snow everywhere, but we got to kind of go to this little lookout point. We got out of the car and kind of walked out there, and you could see this huge canyon with all these different mountains on the sides, and it was absolutely beautiful to look at.
How you guys doing? I'm breathing.
I got good lungs since I quit smoking like 7 years ago.
Look at this clip.
This is epic.
Brown, green, black, red. It's got all, you know, they only move a centimeter, grow a centimeter every 100 years, guys. You can see how high the river was hundreds of millions of years ago. Fargo mine down here. It had, look, here's another mine right there. Wow. Now imagine tunneling as it came across this vein, and the vein literally is about as wide as this windshield. Really? Yeah, it looks like lightning. Yeah.
Got to see the Rocky Mountains from the top, from the bottom, from the middle, from all around. It was pretty nuts.
The first Capitol Grill in the country, it's called the Old Capitol Grill. It literally has 14 chimneys. Look at these just on this one side. So each one was like a state's room, you know, like a prominent person.
And we also got to see the Coors Light factory, which very famously put the Rocky Mountains on their bottles and on their cans. So it's something that you could go see in person. The factory goes on for like 6 miles. It's incredibly massive. I don't know how many people work there, but I'm sure it's a ton. And it was very interesting to see. We took a little break from the tour and went to this place called the Trailhead Tap House.
As the man said, we're gonna slam a beer too in 12 minutes. Just kidding. Maybe you can slam a beer.
How's it going?
Got a couple of drinks, and they were so nice to let us kind of stop by and show off the place. Then the next stop was Buffalo Bill's gravesite. I don't know much about Buffalo Bill.
Look at this beautiful shit.
But apparently he's a pretty big deal because his gravesite was like a fortress. It's protected by tons of feet of concrete.
Like steal from Buffalo Bill.
Because apparently people have been trying to vandalize it, break into it, steal from it, you know, all of the above. So we saw the Buffalo Bill gravesite. We saw the little gift shop
You
there.
get your horoscope and your weight, because you know you kind of need that every day. Got some of that Buffalo Bob's beef jerky.
But the Lakota Sioux, like, this is all the kind of stuff we put together now.
What's a dream box? Write a wish on a piece of paper and put it inside your box. Every night at bedtime, hold your dream box and think of your dream. Legend has it, if done faithfully, your dream will come true. It's a bunch of hogwash. You have to fucking do stuff to make things happen. Wake up, get out of bed, and go do something, and then your dream will happen.
All these areas, that's one drop-off point where the paragliders will take off.
Unfortunately, the museum was closed, so we could not go in there. But it was still pretty cool to see all of that history there. And it's up on a really beautiful mountaintop at the top of sort of the Golden City area. It's a different town, not technically Golden City. But after all that, we sort of wrapped up the tour, went back to the hotel.
Hey, it's a pleasure to take care, and I'm glad we're in the same biz in a way.
Yeah.
Moving the young people's minds in the right direction. I love that. All right, you guys take care.
Thanks a lot. You too.
Okay, can we just not talk for like 4 hours?
Silence. I was getting information overload there for a little while. I was just kind of like, you've told me so many things that I don't even remember my own name at this point. Got ready to go to the Unstoppable Recording Machine meetup that we were having in town for all of the people in the Colorado chapter.
Welcome all Dark Lords. We are passing through to the dark side and going to True Brewing, where the beer is exceptionally death metal.
It's like a death metal beer bar. Oh God, they're already here. Look at these beers. We got Pools of Reflection, Burning Arrow, Cursed, Buried Sun. It's pretty epic. Seriously, all they had was beer. Their own beer. Lots of beer. There was beer, and beer, and beards, and beer, and death metal, and beer. No, it was pretty awesome. And you know, just having our community there, it's always so welcoming. It's like having family all over the planet, because everywhere we go, we have these meetups, and everyone's just so nice. So it was really great to actually catch up with you guys from the Colorado chapter, see what's going on in that community, what's local to you guys, what kind of stuff are you guys doing there, and it was a lot of fun. One thing that was really cool is to see that the Colorado chapter is actually growing pretty rapidly, and to see that there's some women in the Colorado chapter. And the thing about this industry is that it's pretty heavily male dominated. There's not a lot of women getting involved in audio production. So it's just nice to see that, like, in a place like this where you have a growing chapter and a growing community, that you've got women getting involved as well. And we need more women getting involved in the audio production community and in the URM community specifically. So if you're watching this video and you want to be a part of something amazing, you want to be a part of a ton of people that treat you like family and actually are interested in audio production, you got to go to urm.academy or go to nailthemix.com. Check out what we're doing, join the movement. It's pretty incredible. So the thing about True Brewing is that they make all their own beers. I'm more of a wine / scotch whiskey kind of guy, but it was still pretty amazing, and it was really nice to just try all the different flavors. Very interesting flavors going on over there, especially for a death metal beer bar.
Don't butter him up, he's on a roll.
So after trying all of that and having a ton of fun with all of our community members and spending time with them, we decided to kind of take everything and go bar hopping. We decided to kind of jump around, see what else we could find, and we found this place called Three Kings, which was pretty interesting. We ended up getting some drinks, playing some pool, and I beat a lot of people, which was really awesome because I'm sort of now picking up for, you know, the Jenga game that I lost and the Pac-Man game that I lost in the last episode.
I just won that pool, yeah boy, woo!
Best of luck next time, I guess. It was such an amazing time, and I don't think I will ever forget it. I hope to come back. There's a lot more exploring to do. We kind of only tapped the surface. And the thing that's interesting is there's people that live in Colorado for years and have never even went up into the mountains. So if you're watching this video right now and you live in Colorado, get your ass off the couch, jump in a car, go up there, just check it out. You can just drive there. Come on.
Whew, I am tired as hell. But it's another successful night. Lost my voice, but I talked a lot of Now we're going to Nashville, brothers. Let's do it.
2 days.
So that's gonna wrap it up. Colorado was amazing. Dave is an incredible guy, so friendly, so amazing, so educational, and very skilled. He's a great educator, a great producer, a great mixer. Go watch that episode. Just amazing stuff going on there, lots to learn. The community in Colorado is so strong. You guys are incredible. Thank you for being a part of the URM community. We love it so much, and we love you guys so much. You're the reason why we can do this stuff. I can't wait to come back to Colorado. It's going to be awesome, and I want you guys to stay tuned for the next trip because we're going to Nashville, baby. Woo! Yeehaw! We going to Nashville! Nashville! Nashville!